we're gonna start with the grammar class. In the last unit, we talked about the simple past, but we are going to refresh the importances, the usage, all of the simple past, and I will give you a list of the verb in past, I'm sorry. But I will put a list with irregular past verbs, okay? Let me see. We are going to start with the page 93. 93. Here. If you see this girl, maybe you can know who is her, or maybe not. She is Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey is a TV presenter, a TV host. Yes, it's a TV host. That is the correct way to say it. It's a TV host that is so important in the United States. She is a colored TV host. It's not so normal that the colored people has a lot of fame in the United States. I mean, if you have a lot of talent, you can be famous, but it's a lucky roulette, okay? We are in this page, we are going to talk about the way to say the years. I will put my whiteboard. We'll put my whiteboard and I will explain you. For example, if we have 1987, we don't say 1987. We say 19, the first part, 19, put in another color, 1987. We divide the date. We divide the date in two and say the both numbers, 1987. You know that if you have this date, you need to say 2004. Okay, you can say 24 because that sounds like a one number. If you say 1987, you have two numbers. But if you say 24, you don't have another number to make strong the other part of the date, of the age, of the year. And you need to say 2004. In this moment, you can say 2020, but some people try to say 2020. Okay, let's continue with the simple past. In the simple past, we have the magic did. Remember that the did became in past the sentence. And here, you can see in here, in the activity number 4, so we form the past simple negative. We talk about this in the last class, but we can practice this. Let's erase all of this. And how can we do? If I say she didn't want to live in Milwaukee. Yes, that name is Milwaukee. You can see that in the activity number 4. Her parents didn't live in the same city. Okay, to say the negative, you have to match the did plus not. That became, I don't know, that became didn't. Okay? That became didn't. And all the sentence became in past. The did is magic. I already say you many times. The did is magic. If you put did in a sentence, you can change all the sentence to past. The same if you make a question. If you make a question, did you live in Kuwait? No, I didn't. And that's it, okay? In this case, if the question was, did you live in Lecheria or did you live in Barcelona, you can say yes, I did. But right now, you say, no, I didn't. Well, I don't know if you live in Kuwait, but I think you don't. Then it change and you put the verbs in present, okay? Want and live are the base form of that verb. You don't put she didn't want it. No, it's incorrect. You put she didn't want to live in Milwaukee. And did you live? Not do you live it? That is incorrect, okay? I will show you another picture about the simple past. We have the verb to be in simple past, that is was and were. Was for the third person and were for the other person. And we use was not and were not when we're talking in negative, that is wasn't and weren't. And this one I will show you. I think this one. Yes. Okay. Oh, it's too. Let me. Okay. This one was not and were not. For example, the example behind there, you can see they weren't friends. And for the questions, you can use was and were at the beginning, and then you can use was, or were they friends? Yes. And the questions, well, this is not a question. The question was, were they friends? Were at the beginning, they, the second, and then they were friends. The verb, the regular verb are the verb finished in ed, like this one. She worked yesterday. And if it's negative, you can say she didn't work yesterday. And the question, did she work yesterday? It's so simple. For the usages, you can use the simple past to express completed action in past. For example, I saw a ghost last Friday. To describe a series of completed actions in the past. For example, I finished work, walked to the beach, and found a nice place to swim. Those are a lot of activities to express habits in past. When I was young, I watched lots of television every day after school. And for static verb, he had a small cottage in the woods. The static verb, remember, that are the verbs that we can put in ing. We can say having, we can say believing, well, knowing, disliking, needing. This is more complicated. We can talk about this in another class. Well, kids, this is the grammar class for today, and we can see you in another class. Goodbye.